for you Estonian early childhood education system, and we have early childhood education is part of general education. And in this system, we support holistic development of child, and this start from early childhood education. Next slide, please. And we emphasize great focus to the value education, and this start from early childhood education. We have good programs for this. Example, Estonian welfare organization has one program, bullying-free kindergarten, which include also this like cyberbullying and also cooperation with parents. And in this program, we have 80% of our kindergarten childcare, and we train our teachers heads in these aspects also. This is very necessary. Next slide, please. In Estonia, all children between 18 months and 7 years are legally entitled to place in early childhood education, and this is like obligation of local governments to provide every child place in early childhood education. And this is the obligation also in COVID-19 period, and this is reason why our kindergarten are open, not closed in this time, and we have quite good participation rates under the free and also below the free. Is this like 94% of children we have in preschools, and parents can choose or private or municipal kindergarten, but mostly we have municipal sector. Only like 7% of children go to the private sector. Next slide, please. And we focusing, when we're talking about this leadership in Estonia, then we're focusing like contextual leadership model. We have a national strategy for preschools and early childhood education, and this strategy is very important how we support the profession of teachers, leaders, and also provide them like training. This training also include like competencies of digital learning, and local government decide all like decision of early childhood education. Example also. This is like how is this learning environment in kindergarten, early childhood education and care. This is like responsibility of local government, but state provide additional support for local governments. And in the center of our leadership is the child and family of child. And this is very necessary that we involve every child to the early childhood education, and also do this cooperation with parents based on the individual characteristic of child, and also support families like with support, because families are different and families need different support from municipality and also from states, and how our last study yields shows that we have very little difference between children results with the pair of family, social-emotional backgrounds. We have quite good system for this. Next slide, please. And the main goals of Estonian early childhood education are accessibility. We support every child with places. Child development is very necessary. This is the reason why we study more about this field and also in COVID-19 period, how we can more support the child. And professionalism of teacher is very necessary. And yes, and also cooperation with stakeholders, because nowadays we modernize our early childhood educational law and also national curriculum, and this is why we discuss a lot with stakeholders about these issues, how we develop our system more focusing to the individual child and individual needs of each family. Next slide, please. Early childhood education and also early learning is very necessary, because in the first 5 years this like development of child and development of child brain is very quick, and this is very necessary to know more about the individual characteristic of child, and also about the family background, how is like home background, how is like preschool childcare institution background, teacher's professionality in this case, because when we start earlier, then this is better for child, and this is huge impact to the future. Next slide, please. In our national curriculum for early childhood education, we emphasize to the play. Play is like most important activity in preschool childcare institution, and we talking that we learn through play. In every area we focusing more to the play, but this play is like more purpose-based play, and also this give the child more to be creative and possibility to play with other children, and this is very necessary. And also we nowadays we're talking so lot about this, that this play is very important also in outside, that child can explore in outside more, and this is very useful for children to play in outside also, and kindergarten provide them also in COVID-19 period more possibilities to play in outside, and this is very necessary. And the general skills, we have self-management skills of children, playing skills, cognitive skills, and social skills. This is like core of our curriculum, but we have also like learning areas, movement, Estonian as a second language of speech, myself and the environment, arts, mathematics, music is very important in Estonia, and kindergarten also. And in recent years, we focusing more also audiovisual and multimedia facilities in the kindergarten, because this is like new for teachers and heads, but this we believe in Estonia that this help also support the creativeness of a child, and this must be more like play-based and interesting process for children, but also in this process is very necessary this like awareness about this digital media, also about how use different digital tools, what kind of necessary rules we must follow when we're talking about security. And also parents need more knowledge and skills about this digital learning, and this is one challenging area in Estonia that we're focusing now. And we have different seminars. Example, we have Foundation HITSA nowadays. This is like educational department of Estonia that provide different seminars for the implementation of national curriculum for preschools. And also we do a lot of work with unions, example, teacher unions and heads unions in Estonia to provide different seminars, also digital seminar and meetings with teachers. Next slide, please. And in last years, this like percent of teachers and aides with high education increasing, and nowadays this is 70% of teachers and 99% of directors. They have higher education degree equivalent to the bachelor. And also in our universities, Tallinn and Tartu, we have possibilities for early childhood education staff to teach in different levels. And very necessary is also in our kindergartens like working conditions, that we focusing also that we have like ratios for children and adults, and in nursery group this is one adult to 8 children, and in kindergarten groups 1 to 12 children. Next slide, please. Yeah. Also, we think that very necessary is that kindergarten teachers, they have like same salary as in schools, and we support from state's budget municipalities to provide the same. And this is also in COVID-19 period that we think that kindergarten teachers they are in front of pandemic, and they provide very good education for children and also parent support, and this is the reason why we emphasize that also these salaries are equal in kindergarten and also in primary education. Thank you. And when we're talking about this changing time, then there's very necessary are also supportive systems in early childhood education, and this is the reason why we have also in preschool childcare institutions, we have speech therapists, special education teachers for children who need more support, and also we have a quite good cooperation with counseling centers, which are national centers, and provide to also example social advice or psychological advice to parents and children and teachers also in this time. Thank you. Next. And we participated in early learning and well-being study of OECD. This is called ELS. And in this study, we know more about the development of our children.